Time in YouTube, and welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Showdown Battles. Today we are going into our second match featuring Senpai the Quagsire. So if you guys are hyped and ready for this, make sure to hit that like button, as it is greatly appreciated, because you know what, it makes me think you guys enjoy these battles, win or lose. They're always fun and they're amazing. Going into our second match, if you haven't watched yesterday's episode, make sure to do so, because Senpai is a star in that episode. With that being said though, I'm starting to realize some of the things that I'm missing when I'm team building, and those are things that are great to pick up when I'm recording. I know you guys are probably kicking and screaming, why didn't you bring this, or why didn't you do this? I need to know those things. You guys don't comment too much on these. So if you guys do have a suggestion for a team, let me know down in the comment section below, because it is greatly appreciated. I can build teams for you guys out of the mods that you guys suggest to me, and we'll go with it and see how well we do. But for today, we're going to continue with Quagsire. We're going to have at least this one and then 2 more matches. I should be able to get 4 matches in this week easy, so it'll be great. So we're going to get straight into this battle. Who are we going to be battling? We're going to be playing EpKaiser. I'm going to let him know that we are recording. Alright. I see the Cresselia, the Gyarados, the Donphan, the Empoleon, the Goodra, and the Avalugg. This is a very different team. Common threats here is he's got 2 water types, so Rotom has a fun time against them, but Rotom can't handle the Donphan. I now know that Alabaster does not like Goodra, and Avalugg is there as well. My lead here would probably be Mienfoo. It's a good lead, but I can't. I've got knockoff for Cresselia as well. Linus, you just seem to be the best one for this. As he goes into Happy Feet, I like that name. You got a great name there. We are going to go for a fake out, just simply to get a little bit of extra chip damage off. There's no reason not to. 8 damage is 8 damage. He flinches. And I do see the leftovers, so I got 2% off there. A Drain Punch is going to be pretty good here. It is not going to be good because I get hit by the Resisted. Croissant is going to get some more leftovers recovery as well. That would have been a perfect time for me to knock off, and I didn't. I'm going to U-turn here. I get 34% off of this thing as I go into Croc. He might predict this, but he does predict it. Oh, fantastic play. Maybe that was just too easy of a read, but that was good play. That's not good for Croc. I have to go for Crunch. I still don't knock out Croissant. He's just going to knock out my Croc. That is just not good for me. I'm going to go back into Linus here, and I think at this range I can simply go for a knockoff. He may switch, but doing so means I'm going to get an item, and I get your Custap Berry, so no lead for you. You are simply an Ice type, so my Drain Punch should do a ton, but you are very physically bulky. I got to remember that too. You might be going for an Avalanche here, as you do, and that is simply going to knock me out. I'm just getting one-shot this match. Is it my plays? I don't know. I seriously don't know. I'm going to go into Sauna here. This is a terrible game. Full switch. He's going to go into Gooby. I'm going to get a little bit of damage off here. And I have no real answer to this. I'm going to go into Senpai. Goodra is definitely a very popular mon in this tier. I'm going to go for a Toxic, as he goes for a Draco Meteor. And that is going to hurt us like no one's business. I have to predict a miss here and go for a recover. He just switches out, which is great. I get a recover off here. And I'm going to go for the Earthquake. If he goes for Stealth Rocks, which is fine for him. If he goes for a Scald Heal, I'm actually going to get recovered, which will be nice. I'm going to go for the Earthquake. Goes into the Cresselia again. It has Levitate, so it's not going to do anything. Gets a chance to recover, and it's going to get that chance to recover here too. So I need to Toxic this thing. Has a Moonlight. That was a and I missed the Toxic! I don't know what it is, if it's my quick battling or just my bad luck, but this is not looking out good for us. I'm gonna go for a Scald here. He does go into Gooby. He completely resists it. Does 4 damage. 4 little damage. Draco Meteor is going to do a ton. So I have to switch out to Corsage. Goes for an Earthquake, which I can eat, which is fine. I am going to go for a Synthesis here because I do not want to take a big hit. Goes for a Fire Blast. I'm thankful that we did go for that recovery there. I am being played around here like a fool. I'm being played around here like a fool. I'm gonna go for another Synthesis. He's gonna have to miss at one point. He still hits it. Still hits it. But the Scooter is going down based on the Synthesis, so I don't have a problem with this. He switches out here as I go into the good old Synthesis here. I am fully recovered. I'm going to go back into Senpai here, as you're probably going for an Ice Beam. No, you switch out into Goodra. I'm alright with this, as I plan to go for an Earthquake. No. I can't risk it. Quagsire is still very important to this game. Goes for a Draco Meteor. I take that like a champion, as he loses a special attack and he is on 1. And knowing that he's got a special attack drop, I should be able to live a fire here. I outspeed. Well, either way, Gooby goes down. First Mon of the game is finally gone on their side. We're not out of this. But I can't stay in on that Dawn Fan. That Dawn Fan does need to go. For Haxorus. Haxorus is still a chance. Like, I still have a chance of winning this thanks to Haxorus. This thing is not mega. I'm gonna go into Sauna here. This is a big misplay if I do. Switches into Happy Feet as I go into Sauna. Alright. We go for a Volt Switch, predicting. And we knock out Happy Feet! Yes! Okay, we're coming around. We're coming around. This isn't bad. Okay. I think our opening was a little weird, but we're starting to get into this. At least we're chipping away at his team a little bit. I can't go into Alabaster. Senpai. Senpai is the only thing that really can take a hit here. I can't do anything to to the moon Pokemon. Cresselia. Thank you. Thank you, computer. You let me know what it was. No fairies. I have to go into Corsage. Is probably the only play I've got. He's going to go into Gyarados because of this, though. Probably going to go into Gyarados here. No, goes into Cresselia. Psychic type, of course. I don't have anything for this. But I can go into Sauna, take a lot of damage, and I am immune to the T-Wave. Thank you so much for that. I'm going for the trick. And you have to now go for T-Wave. That is exactly what we wanted here. You go for a Moonblast, which is fine. You can stay in Moonblast all you want. Now, my prediction here is he's going to go into Donphan. So I want to overheat. He's just going to stick with that Moonblast. We got a little bit of damage there. I can take a Moonblast for days in Corsage. Which I take very well. I need to go for a Synthesis here. switches into Beta Plateau. You are slower than me, so I'm going to attempt to knock you out with a Sludge Bomb. As I do, alright. Donphan is our biggest threat right now, because otherwise I'm pretty sure Alabaster can sweep. You should be going for a Dragon Dance. You do. I need to get a good Sludge Bomb here. Doesn't do a lot and doesn't poison. That's bad. I gotta go into Senpai. Just goes for the good old Earthquake. I'm gonna lose my Mon here. There's not much I can do. I gotta go for a Scald. I live on 4. Can I get a burn? Can I get a burn? I get the burn! Oh, thank you. That matters a lot. I might lose Senpai, but it was... I get a Water Absorb off! Beautiful! Quagsire's back up and healthy! Alright. That isn't even bad. That's not even bad. Pretty much just walled this Gyarados. That is fantastic. I'm going to go for another Scald. I have no reason not to. He's going to go for another Dragon Dance. This thing is starting to dwindle down a little bit. What is my item? I got leftovers on my Rotom. I haven't really got anything to hit this thing with. I gotta go back into Corsage here. I do more damage. He is definitely gonna outspeed me here, but we are dwindling it down. Sludge Bomb needs to hit. Earthquake does not knock me out. We knock out Gyarados. Whoo! He can Ice Shard me though. He can Ice Shard me 4 days. Your choice Scarfed. You're probably going for a Psychic move. Senpai, come on in. Ice Beam, I resist that for days. Thank you very much. I'm going to go for the Toxic here. I missed the Toxic! Again, 2 Toxics missed. I have to go for Recover. He is in a very bad position here. I freeze! He's going to knock me out because of that. I do get a little bit of damage off on this thing. This is my only Mon I need to take out Donphan. I need a Recover here. Can I survive this? I do survive it. I get a Recover off. I'm okay. Oh, that was close. I'm going to Toxic my opponent. I hit this time. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, we're going to go for another Recover. I need to be at a good HP to take on Donphan, just in case it's got the Grass Knot. But just because it hasn't brought it in, I can assume that it doesn't. I'm going to go for another Scald. And at this range, we should take out the Cresselia, and it's just the Donphan left against 4 of my Mons. We might actually get a win after... Oh, that was such a dry spell. But finally, I think we've got this. I'm going to go for a Scald. Goes for an EQ, but it doesn't do much. We do not one-shot this Donphan. He did 38%, so I am going to go for a Recover just to be on the safe side. I do survive. I'm going to go with the Recover. I just don't want crits to happen. I'm going to go for another Scald. And we knock out Donphan. That is the game, guys. Thank you so much. He doesn't even stay in long enough for me to say GG. I'm going to be honest with you guys. The way that start of the match was, I thought I was going to lose it for sure. But it came back. Senpai put in so much work. He got healthy off that Gyarados. The Water Absorb came in clutch. That was so hype. I have to give Quagsire the entire game because he put in so much work. Roselia also has good credit. Roserade has good credit. I've been calling it Roselia the entire time, haven't I? It's Roserade. Roserade put in a ton of work as well. We got, between those 2 Mons and the Rotom scarfed that Cresselia, and it really, really nerfed its valuableness. It really stopped it from being such a threat. But that is all for today, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to leave a comment because that match was intense. And remember, if you guys want to leave a set suggestion for next week, make sure to leave that in the comments as well. But that was all for today. Like I've said before, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow for the next match. Adios. Time out.